What's up, guys? This is
Brent
Zack
and Zack.
and Brent.
Oh, why'd you change the order?
So today we are going to be showing you a vampire deck list.
Yeah, this is actually the one I plan to use at tournaments when I finally get to one. The first thing we run is 2 Goblin Zombie. It's a nice card. If it does damage, it mill, which is what the vampire's main deck strategy with Duke. And if it leads the field to the grave, you can add basically all the useful vampires along with a couple of other zombies from your deck to your hand. Next, we run 2 Mizuki. Used to run 3, but 2 was being more efficient because 3 wasn't exactly working properly. So, and we all know what he does. He's a zombie staple. 2, we have a turtle, because he can literally summon any of the vampires that easily. 2 Shadow Vampire, again, ran 3, but the deck moves pretty slow without him. What you can do is you can normal summon him. He sets up summon the vampire, preferably Duke. You get the effect, and then only that one can attack for that turn, and then you can overlay him, but only for a target slightly. Next, probably the most powerful vampire by effect. In this deck, we run 3 Vampire Duke. Nice card, when special summon, declare on this spell a trap, the opponent sends it from their deck to the grave, and if he's normal summon, you can special summon 1 vampire monster from your graveyard
and that should be Duke, by the way.
It could be, and he can only be used for the FYD summon of a dark monster.
Summon Duke with Duke's effect. It pays off.
If you can.
It pays off.
Other times you want to do something else. Here's the main searcher of the deck, Vampire Sorcerer. If he sent from the field to the graveyard in any way by your opponent, you get to search out a vampire monster or one of your vampire support cards, which is super nice, and you can banish him from the grave to be able to do normal summon without tributing, which is also super nice. So he's a main searcher. 1 Vampire Vamp. It's a nice card when dealing with high attack monsters that your vampires can't overcome. But we only run 1 because it doesn't really fit with the main strategy.
But you know, it has helped at times.
Oh yeah, it's helped me a lot against Yugioh. One obligatory zombie master. Really nice card because you can use it to keep special summoning stuff from your grave in exchange for discarding the monster to get nifty effect by special summon vampire sorcerer, and you contribute it without tributing zombie master, and he makes he's actually been very helpful with consistency. Next, 2 Book of Life. Used to run 3, but what happened was my opponent wasn't getting cards in the graveyard enough when I was making my really fast plays, or when I did a lot of stuff in 1 turn, so that didn't work out. So that's why I run 2.
One of them
is damage, yes. 1 Burial from a different dimension, just because it's always a nifty, convenient card to have, as well as it helps out with Sorcerer, so you can use the normal summon effect again. 1 Foolish Burial, because then you can literally throw any kind of any monster from your grave when you deck into the grave that you want, including Mizuki or Vampire Sorcerer.
A good strategy I have seen with this is summon a before you summon a shadow vampire, use Foolish Burial, send a Duke to the grave.
A Duke?
Let me finish. Because then you summon a shadow vampire, then you summon a Duke, and then Duke's effect, you summon another Duke. I mean, normal summon a Duke, and then you special summon that Duke from your graveyard.
That only once you have a sorcerer already in the grave or something on the field you can use, though. Yeah. 3 Mystical Face Typhoon for convenient spell trap removal. Pretty standard. 1 Raigeki, because it's just basically screwed over all your opponent's monsters. It's like a lightning mortis, but requires no discard and hits face down. And it doesn't target.
We would run 3, but obviously it's limited to 1.
Yeah. Vampire go to field, Vampire Kingdom. It gives the zombies an extra 500 attack points when they're in battle, and if you send if a card is sent from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, you can send a vampire from your hand or deck to the graveyard and destroy one card they control. So it's also a necessary destruction card. It actually helps against white form quite a bit.
Yeah.
Next card is a bottomless trap hole. Pretty standard reason. Next is 2 breakthrough skill, and this card is an amazing trap card. It shuts down the effect of one monster, which I cannot say how much that's helped me out in every situation. Next, 2 Call the Haunted. It's just good for if you can't get anything in your hand to normal summon unless you have a tribute, and so you can also use it to summon dukes.
Exactly.
Yep. Next is 2-dimensional poison. It's a nice monster removal card. A mirror force, because it's an all monster removal card, but it's harder, but it's easier to stop. That's why I also run dimensional poison. A Phoenix Wind Blast. Nice card. You can discard a card. It's like compulsory activation, but it's sent to the top of the deck, which is 1 step better. A Solemn Warning for obvious reasons. A Torrential Tribute, because it's a good field wiper. Right? And 2 Vampire Takeovers, because if you don't have your field spell, break your field spell directly from your deck to the field spell zone, which it's a very good way around Mind Crush. And it also it's a nice thing to have.
And that is the main deck list. And
now we move on to the extra deck.
And if you haven't noticed, it was monsters, spells, traps, and all in alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's how we always do it. First up, we start with 1 Adrius. He's a nifty face-up removal spell, as well as being a dog XYZ, so we run him. Next, we run 3 Crimson Knight Vampire Bram. He's the vampire's main XYZ, and he can special summon a monster from your opponent's grave to your side of the field by attaching a material, and if your opponent destroys him, he can special summon in defense, which means unless your opponent does piercing damage, he actually does about stop on attack turn. Next, 2 Greedy Salamea. Nifty destruction effect if you're going up against a much slower deck that doesn't summon big monsters as fast. It's a dog XYZ, so we run it. Next, these don't get summoned as much because they're not dogs, but 2 Freezedon. They help out with Bram's effect if you manage to summon them. Especially if Bram doesn't have material because he had to summon himself back. 1 Bulkasaurus, again, almost never summoned because he's not dark, but he has a nifty destruction effect and burn damage, so it's always nice too. 2 Sharp Fortress, a dark XYZ. You can detach material to have any one of your monsters attack twice that time, including Sharp Fortress itself. Helps if you have a big 3,000 attack monster. And then finally, a Tears Keeper of Genesis. Basically, Adrius is opposite. It's a powerful card. Moving on to the side deck, we have put your finger at the camera, Zack.
Sorry.
We have a Goblin Zombie.
Was in the original?
It's all the card for in the original, and then the deck got modified over time. 1 Mizuki. A Pyramid Turtle. A Shadow Vampire. 2 Vampire Lords, and the fun thing about Vampire Lord is the fact that he is personally my favorite card in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! What he is he's a level 5 monster with 2,000 attack, 1,500 defense. If he does battle damage to your opponent, like Goblin Zombie, you declare a card type.
Yep.
Send it from the depth of the grave, and if he destroys that card effect, he actually special summons himself back.
Yep.
Your opponent card effect. A Book of Life. 2 Solidarities, it's basically because since it's a zombie only deck, it's a good tap boost. And this is all the side deck, by the way. A Mirror Force. And a Vampire Takeover. So if you guys like this deck list, please let us know in the comments below. If you have modifications that you found have helped to boost the deck, we'll just put it in the comments. We can't say we're going to add them, though. We can't promise that. But, yeah. So, have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Yep.